Now it is a historic day for Iraq because Pope Francis is in the air en route from Rome to Baghdad for Iraq's first ever papal visit. In Rome for us is Piero Schiavazzi, who's Professor of Vatican Geopolitics at the Link Campus University in Rome. Professor Schiavazzi, welcome to you. This is Pope Francis's first visit since the pandemic began. Why do you think he chose Iraq?
The Pope is going to write his Magna Carta on the ground of the Middle East. All Brothers, the last encyclical of Pope Francis, can be considered the Magna Carta of his pontificate. And precisely 8 years after his election, is going to write, after paper, is going to write on the ground of the land of Abraham the main principle, and it's a constitutional principle on the ground of the Middle East. If we are all sons of the same God, we have the same rights. Whatever our religion, we have the same rights, and it's time to overcome the old principle of tolerance, of religious tolerance, to overcome towards a new principle, freedom of religion, because we have all the same rights. And
so the visit, you feel, sets the whole tone, what he is going to do to present his vision for his whole pontificate, and he feels he needs to do this on the ground in the Middle East rather than on paper. What do you think this means to the decimated number of Christians remaining in Iraq, less than a quarter than there were 20 years ago?
Oh, I wrote that the Pope, who defined himself 8 years ago as the Pope come from the ends of the world, is going now in a trip, in a pilgrimage to the ends of time. And it means that there is no more time, because the Christians, he has no time. He has no longer time, Pope Francis, because the Christians are going to disappear from the cradle of Christianity, because the Middle East, Iraq, the land of Abraham, is the land in which the Christianity was born, and they are going to disappear. I remember 30 years ago, when I went the first time to Baghdad in 1990, 2 months before the first Gulf War, and I remember plenty of Christians, and now they have disappeared, maybe 100,000, 200,000, no more. And so the Pope, who came from the ends of the world, is really going to do a trip, a pilgrimage, an historical trip to the ends of time for Christianity, the ends of time.
We are at the end of our programme. Professor, thank you very much. Piero Schiavazzi, thank you very much for talking to us about the Pope's ambitions for his historic first visit to Iraq. He will be landing, we believe, in the next couple of hours, flying to Iraq for the first ever papal visit to the country.